Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Darksiders 2. Please subscribe and click those notification bells. Or the one notification bell. So, we're into the Psychomericom, whatever that's supposed to be. Seems like they've intentionally made a fake name for yet another arena. They've added so many dungeon type areas that it seems necessary. Now I think the idea here is that this will only work if I had 2 characters out of the 3. So if I send one guy that way, I'll probably only get up halfway. Right? No, I'll get the full height, but the gate won't be open, so I have to send the other guy that way. So a pretty simple puzzle specifically just designed to make sure you can't enter this area, which in all honesty you couldn't have entered this area anyways, so I don't know really what the point of that was. I'm imagining anytime you see these things, you should just go ahead and summon the guys. They'll fight for you, and as interesting as that sounds, I don't think I can send, like, can I send somebody over there? Nope, he'll just say it's not possible. Good to know.
As you wish.
So this is a bit of a puzzly section. I need to remind myself to keep an eye out for any stones or anything. I'd like to collect as much as is reasonable, like a reasonable experience. I don't think I'm going to inherently be guaranteed that I'll get a 100% on all collectibles on my first try. I don't even really care about these little bug creatures, so like they still take 2 hits to kill. So the trick that we have to remember is that these are grip places that we can move. So not entirely smooth there, but that's what they wanted me to do, as odd as that seems. And I guess that's if I want to travel back. It seems like there's a door over there. And I couldn't grab that guy. Did I climb up there? May not have. Like, I don't think I can send people to places they can't go. But I can move him to places. Quite the puzzle. So he's gonna walk through that gate and walk down that gate. And I guess I'm jumping. Like, I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Let's see. Do I get any way I can open a door or pull a switch? That'd be nice. So we can unlock some paths. I don't believe I've been up here. So this might have just been a reset spot, I guess. I don't think I'm supposed to be up there yet. Where are we going now? We're here. And this opens to this, which then lets me slide down to another whole area, which is a whole nother section. Then, and so you can't. Let's actually see if we can do this. Down here, left bump B, and down here, left bump A. Like, I'm using those two maneuverability abilities way more than I am doing anything else. And clearly we're coming back to this place once we have the teleporter ability. Let's see.
Yes.
And one guy's going that way. So apparently either I hit the wrong thing or I hit the right thing. Well, this doesn't really matter. These guys are beneath me when I'm alone. I'm a little bit overpowered, which is where I'd like to be, or frankly I'd like to be a lot overpowered.
Yes.
Let's see. You can only do one of these at a time. See, it seems like this is just going to give me a dungeon map.
As you wish.
See, if this was some kind of combination where every time getting it wrong had enemies attack you, it would be a, I guess, great place to grind. Although grinding hasn't proven itself to be worthwhile, really. Like, maybe one or two levels have been collected via grinding, but most of it is just by doing missions and being handed ridiculous amounts of experience. I can't jump up over here. I can't jump up over here. However, we know that back over there is a collectible, but we'll just have to come back. I suppose we should be a little bit happy that only, well, it seems like almost all the game, but maybe not all the game, is going to require you to come back and play a second time. Another collectible relic. There are definitely dungeons in the Forge Lands where we'll have to retrace our steps. And maybe we'll have missions that tell us to go back to those dungeons. Here we've got a big spider. Is this echidna? We've been looking forward to killing echidna. So wanna... Where are we, by the way, in the sky? Just somewhere? Nowhere important? Yep. That was a good move. It was a really good move to just map these abilities straight to a quick, which I guess that then confuses the abilities. Like, in all honesty, there is some major confusion here. Many instances we've seen of what feels like two teams not communicating. It seems like there was definitely two teams creating 8 different abilities, and then a different team making 4 very important storyline related abilities. And the fact that they're all translated into the same menu by pressing the D-pad is crazy. Particularly since I don't believe the D-pad up does anything at all. So they didn't even use all the buttons. Not that that one button would solve a lot of things, but it actually would help rather well if they just went D-pad up, press A, B, X, or Y to equip one of your storyline things. I don't think I can make this jump. Like, that's too far. Yes, because I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to go this way instead. Alright. Am I supposed to fall down into the abyss? I guess not, since it is an abyss. Which way are we going with this? The camera is sort of locked in place. So unless I'm supposed to do something like this. Maybe I'm supposed to jump backwards and land somewhere here. Am I misinterpreting things? Is this the way to go? Seriously, game. Let's see. I don't think I can jump and then tell the guy to like be somewhere else. Let's, like, there's things here. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do this. I'm like air controlling myself into... Alright. Hmm. Like, you're not supposed to go down there either. Hmm. Like, if somebody was there, that would make sense. Question is, how do I get somebody there? I do believe the audio has crashed. Hmm. Which, to be fair, has been a while. Yeah, the audio's crashed. And that's a little more of a problem now that we're trying to listen to. Right. There we go. You really don't get an experience like this very often where you can just hear one of several audio tracks playing and many of the other audio tracks not playing. Right, so we need to find a decent place where the game would save, just so we know we're in a safe position. Meanwhile, we have to play extra carefully to make sure that we see any stones or anything. Because if we do run into a stone, we won't see it or hear it. And they seem like they stand in the direction that they've been pre-programmed to stand. Let's see what this does. Just some sound effects playing, some sound effects not. Just be really, really careful. We haven't gotten a wrath or health vial drop since I sold one to the shopkeeper for all of 200 gilt / gold. And the enemies will attack the statue versions of our souls. So we just saved there. But I think I'd prefer to walk through this next door. Just make sure that that's not a rock. No, it's just a visual glitch. Alright, through here. We saved. We can save again. We walk through a door and quit the game. You've seen me crash and load this game a lot more than you usually do in my series. Like, I'm not big on running people through the loading menu too often. This game, apparently, according to Steam, has been running for 239 hours. So, take that for, that is 9 days straight that it has been going. So it's been almost a week and a half trying to get through this game. Very, very long game with some awkward pacing that, hey, I can hit start to skip some of this. That makes it very difficult to continue playing. We're at level 17, 18 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay. It'll probably be the same one we've seen already.
A giant slain, a toll paid in full. But before the king will help our rider, he must have his dead court.
So this load sequence does not change until we have all of, and this took me back not to where I saved, but to where it saved, interestingly enough. Good thing I did both. Yeah, it doesn't change the loading sequence until you've done, I guess, all of a main storyline section. And in my main storyline quest right now is to get all 3 of the Dead King's court back together. I guess it's a good thing that it was only 3 people that we needed to collect, because it'd be rather annoying if we had to collect 6, which was the number of chairs that were in the court, and so this almost is getting down to the point of, like, will I even take any damage at all in some of these fights? Hey, here's a new guy. So we'll take this guy on and hit him with our Inferno damage thing that will continue to burn him. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack with our other weapon so we get some of our health back. I guess these creatures do have a little bit of armor to them and some life to them, but no real challenge there. As these battles get stronger and stronger. Now, at some point, my ghost characters disappeared. That's a little concerning. And I didn't get what I wanted, which was a health vial. That's not anything but some broken stuff. Generally, when you break something, items will fade away. It seems like in this game they don't, or they don't at any real speed. This is the door I came down, I believe. Thank goodness for Dust every now and then. He's mostly useless though for most of the game, or just unnecessary. Alright. I have to come over here, summon these guys again, come through this door, which they should be able to come through the door too, and I'd like them to go that way, but I can't. So Maybe I'm supposed to go this way. I guess sometimes the simpler solutions are the correct ones. And I think this makes a shortcut even shorter. Now, let's take a moment to look at the map. Let's see. Down, down. Oh yeah, now there's one collectible or a couple chests here that I need a new ability that maybe I'll get by the end of this. And let's look at weapons. Do we have anything that would give us more experience? It's highly unlikely. I do have this weapon, which I could try and upgrade. I could give it the Wretched Scythe Shocks. Or I could stick with Inferno damage, or I could go with defense. I think I was trying to do defense, defense, and defense. So if I was to give it this, ooh, health regen is an interesting idea. And then defense, and then defense. And then fire damage. So what do I want? 74% health regen. I will take that. And now when I upgrade this, I think my limitations are going to be a little bit less. We can start with this and just sacrifice that alone. We could increase 24% critical damage, or 44% shock damage, or race steel. I'm going to take shock damage. And then let's see, what else can we upgrade? Critical damage, strength, critical chance, or health. Let's try this. So 150 health, or arcane, or 22 strength, which I don't even know what strength is, so let's just take health. The thing, this axe still doesn't have enough damage to beat the current axe. And my 108 resistance might be useful, might not be. It seems like it would only be useful in one very specific boss fight, and that's it. Anyways, moving on. Well, let's double check, just make sure that we don't have the Bloodless Talisman equipped. Let's see, what are our stats? We haven't even looked at them in a while. And we're about halfway to another level already. 24% guilt find, 35% experience. I was thinking maybe as low as 20% was the maximum on experience. So if I can find or slowly move it upward to 100% experience, that'd be very nice. I hear a laser beam in the next room. We don't have a dungeon map. This is a lot more of a, oh, it actually wasn't a laser beam, it was a stone. Yeah, we haven't even found the dungeon map yet, so maybe you don't ever find one for this area, maybe you do. Really? Seriously, have we been playing for 30 minutes already? I'm starting to wonder if maybe my phone, which is what I use for a timer, might be off. Well, I don't know. I guess when you spend a couple of minutes dealing with the game crashing and having to reboot it, that could be a factor. This seems like an area where they just remembered they needed to give us a certain number of collectibles. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm going to just wander a little bit further. Yeah, I guess maybe I spent a lot of time in the menu too. Yeah, I'm only going to walk through here and then fight Echidna, I assume. And that'll be good because that should theoretically, let's see, how do we get there? Go up here, find and kill Echidna. If we set that as our main goal and then look at the main menu, it's just somewhere here, and I assume it's gotta be where we are about to go. Otherwise that quest is oddly not connected. Let's see, where are we? We have one more Book of the Dead that we need to find. There's only 12 more Mystic Stone Bites. There's only 14 more Power Stone Bites. We haven't found a single Resistant Stone Bite. As far as the lost relics we've been collecting, there's only 3 more relics of Kargoth. There's only 7 more relics of Renegoth, and there's only 8 more relics of Etugoth, so we're about halfway through with that. As far as the Bloodless, I know that we've run into a Bloodless somewhere in this world, but I don't remember where it is. Still looking for one more ability, or one more piece of gear. 2 more abilities, 1 more piece of gear. And the game goes on. 18 hours and 37 minutes. I have to assume that my clock is right, and that we've been going for 30 minutes. So I'll double check, but that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me even further, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.